chapters 23 through 26 and have a little bit of jazz playing and maybe sip a little ginger tea and just kind of bring you up to speed on where we are. Our weekly wellness tip for this week was the benefits of eating nuts. Okay? Now, nut allergies are real. I don't pretend to think that it's not real. I have a few myself. So, bearing that in mind, it is good to incorporate nuts into your everyday eating. They have protein, they have folic acid, they have vitamin C. I mean, it's a lot of beneficial properties to incorporate into your everyday eating. They even suppress appetite. I remember when I could eat almonds regularly, they would suppress my appetite. I didn't really need or crave or want a full meal. Well, that's to say anything heavy. I didn't eat anything heavy, so having walnuts, pecans, almonds, whatever your choice, Brazil nuts, cashews, pistachios. If you can, safely incorporate them into your everyday eating. Talk with your physician, of course, because nothing that I say here is medical advice. It's just based off of experimenting with myself, life experience. So that was the weekly wellness tip for this week. We got another one coming next week, so stay tuned. Now, earlier today, I did do a live stream talking about these chapters. So if you were in the live stream, I know you probably noticed I took it down. It's because I'm still doing I always criticize myself after I do a live stream. I always look back at it and just be like, maybe I could have did this different or that different. And it's a learning process. This is all new to me, and I appreciate you being patient with me. And we're going to get right into it, okay? So, to sum it up, I did an upload recently here on Instagram and also on YouTube about setting the pace. In other words, aligning yourself with the sunset. Each time you view a sunset, you should take time to reflect upon your own sunset that you have day after day. Set the pace for the next day as that sun sets. Think about what you did that day, what you want to do different the next day, what you want to do the same. But just know that you are a part of that sunset. We each have them day after day. And if you're blessed to rise and see a morning sunrise, and also blessed in the evening to see another sunset, take it all in. Take it all in and treasure it. You're a part of it. Take the good from that sunset and set the pace for your next day with all that good you took in. Day 24 is about treat your feet. I've done multiple videos about feet care, feet love, and treating your feet and being kind to your feet. I think I did a video called, Did You Thank Your Feet Today? Feet are so important. They carry us. Our internal organs are connected to our feet. If you take the time to look through my Instagram profile, if you scroll far enough, you'll see it's not necessarily a clear picture, but you can get the idea, and you can look it up yourself. Use whatever search engine you want. An acupressure foot diagram. It shows you what organs are connected to what toes or what part of the foot. And in massage therapy school, something that we learned was that if a person's foot is aching in a particular spot, usually that organ, that internal organ that's connected to that part of the foot is also dealing with something. That's usually what that means. So it's good to make sure your feet are happy. So do whatever that means to you. Whether it's buying comfortable shoes for your feet, getting comfortable insoles, or soaking them, or going for a pedicure, switching up your toenail polish, I don't know, using some fancy lotion, you know, some silk lace lotion or something like that. Just spoil your feet. Let your feet know you love them. In the book, I'm just encouraging the readers who pay attention to their feet. And I give them a fun exercise to do to make sure that they're doing just that. Moving on. Chapter 25 is about children's laughter. Now, look, whether it's your children, someone else's children, doesn't matter. A child's laughter is a healing element in this world. The smaller the child, the powerful the laughter will be when it comes to your frequency if you allow it. For example, if you're in the store and this might have happened to you in the past. Maybe it'll happen to you in a few days. You're in the store, you're either reading labels or looking at a material or what have you, and you just hear the laughter of a child on the next aisle, or, you know, somewhere in the store you just know that child is cracking up. You have no idea what they're laughing at, but their laughter is almost infectious and you begin to laugh too. That laughter is happening because your inner child has received that tickle from that baby. That's a precious, precious gift. Our little ones are very, very powerful, and it's good for us to nurture that laughter inside of them and make sure they do not frown. You know, I'm being realistic now. I got 3 kids, you know, I understand they do frown sometimes, but we aim to always turn that frown upside down, right? As good parents, we want to see our children smiling. We want to hear them continue to laugh. I don't care how old I get or how old they get. A child's laughter is priceless. Priceless. And in the book, I encourage the reader to go out and listen for just that, and to experience that pure energy from receiving that laugh. That you don't know. You don't have to know the child. It can just happen randomly. And if you allow yourself to get in touch with your inner child and let that inner child release a laugh, you just never know what good thoughts and inspirations might pop up in your mind. That brings us to chapter 26. Reevaluate. We're coming up on the end of the year, and now I'm somebody who does this throughout the year, but there are plenty of people who take the time at the end of the year to reevaluate things, reevaluate careers, home life, what they want to reorganize, what organization they think about joining, what could they have done differently, what presentation do they want to bring next year for whatever project. So many different areas to reevaluate in our lives. But what matters is taking the time to do it. People who take the time to study themselves and where they are in their lives tend to flow a little bit easier through this thing because they are aware, fully conscious and aware of their surroundings, their decisions, their choices, their actions, what led this to that, to this, to that. And they re-strategize and they make adjustments. That's what life is all about. Mistakes are inevitable, so it's best to learn from them and welcome them when they happen. Maybe you can encourage the next person to do the same. So, Re-evaluating oneself is very important. And in chapter 26, I give the reader an exercise to do by themselves, or if they feel the need with a trusted loved one, to go ahead and just do that. Hold up that mirror to yourself and say, hey, you did this, and that right. You did this, and that wrong. We're going to work on all of this, and we're going to do it with love. This is what I encourage my friends and family to do anytime they're at a crossroads. And this is aside from my friends and family's personal spiritual choices. Everyone's different. Everyone has their own different walk. There are some times, though, just being human, where we have a question in our human experience regarding reevaluating ourselves, our own human experience. What kind of experience are you having? What human experiences would you like to have? What has kept you from having those? See, these are questions that pop up. This is why it's good to reevaluate oneself. You know, we take evaluation. We do evaluations at work. We receive evaluations at work, school, stuff like this. And it's no thing. You know, you know you're going to be evaluated based on your performance, so on and so forth. But that's someone else evaluating you. You should take time to reevaluate yourself. And I encourage the readers to do just that. Now, next time, we're going to move on to chapter 27 and 28 and get you guys bubbly about those. Okay? So what I want to do right now is just really quick talk about this tea. This is some excellent tea. It's called Prince of Peace tea. It's ginger and honey in a packet. Okay, I drank one earlier on the live stream, and I think I want to have another. I do not get paid by these people to talk about this tea. What I can tell you is that I took the time to go to their website and read about why they started their company, etc., etc. And I was very moved. I was very impressed because the flavor of this tea, I'll hold it one more time so y'all can see it. The flavor of this tea, you can taste the purity in it. It's 100% ginger. And it can be enjoyed hot or cold. This is a cold bottle of water. But you can also pour this packet in a hot cup of water. And so all you gotta do is this. Get it all in there. If you're putting it in a bottle like this, and then you just shake it up. Real good. And voila. It's delicious. If any of y'all go out to buy some of this and you like it and you tried it, you know what I'm saying? Come back and let me know in the comment section. And finally, you've been hanging with the Good Vibes Gemini. See you next time.